morning.
Hey!
We're back from Missouri. We're getting ready to go and return the rental car this morning. Then the work begins. I've got hours and hours of mowing to do. There are some rocks we picked up, some Missouri souvenirs. My daughter she might like some of those for her fish tank. There is goat milk going into the morning coffee to get us going. And there is my beautiful wife.
Oh, and my new Roots and Refuge
Oh,
shirt.
yeah, and the new Roots and Refuge shirt. Drop the car off, stop at Roll King, get some more soil.
Yeah, because you know I need to start more seeds.
And marking tape for
Tomatoes.
a little bit better marking of the varieties of tomatoes that are in the garden. Now that we're home, the work starts.
Yep.
I've got hours and hours of mowing to get done. Mowing and bush hogging. The rain was so bad beforehand that the grass is ridiculously tall.
Kind of like the weeds in the garden.
Tilling. More tilling.
Bless you.
Planting on the tomato. No, not tomatoes.
Peppers.
Those other little red things. You know, sweet strawberries.
Oh, yeah.
Strawberries and asparagus.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
here we go.
It's supposed to be 84 degrees today, so it's going to be a hot day to get work done, but the grass is pretty wet, so this is a good time for us to stop and get the supplies we need for doing other things. My favorite color. I wonder if this will stick well to tires.
One of those big gas cans are? Yeah, here.
As if you need another knife. Yeah. When you start too many varieties of tomatoes, you have to find a way to mark them, apparently.
Well, somebody did suggest only maybe doing 5 or 6 varieties.
Pink.
Yeah, those are handy. I'm not sure they're the right size though.
You just like everything, don't you?
Anything full-wise.
Yeah. Not calf manna. We're going to get some beet pulp, though. No, we definitely don't need senior horse feed. We don't have any horses, Goofy. Are you going to do it? I think it's too big for you, buddy. I really do. Look at you. Can you get it up there, though? Maybe. Oh. That way.
This way. Now if I can just get them on the tractors and the mowers.
Yeah.
Safely.
Yeah. Oh, look, they have tons of DE over here. I could have just came over here and loaded up.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at the chickie babies, even though I don't need any more chickie babies. Those guys are tiny. It says light Brahma pullets, but I think those are quail. I think somebody's confused. Don't need a pincher. Careful. There's cars. No more running. I'm finishing up putting some DE on the plants, and I was just walking by my brassicas and I'm noticing some chewed up leaves. So my suspicions are confirmed. There are several different kinds of cabbage moth caterpillars, and this one in particular, he's all green. See him? I like the ones with stripes better. They're easier to see. But there's some little bitty ones on here too. So I guess I'll be DEing all of these too. I did get an insect tunnel for this, but it looks like they got infested while we were at Baker Creek. It's kind of late to put the insect tunnel on now. So I'm just going to have to treat it as it stands now. Kind of not the greatest situation because I was really looking forward to using the insect tunnel, but we'll just go with it. The biggest problem with putting DE on these is it's going to rain. So I'm putting everything real heavy because it's going to rain tonight. But one of the biggest problems with DE-ing brassicas is most of the caterpillars are underneath the leaves. So I'm going to try to get as much under there as I can, but it's not going to be ideal. Bees. Wow, you guys have eaten a lot while we were gone. You don't have much left, do you? It will be time to move you soon.
Mom. That one. Oh, green one.
Don't pick it.
Yep. Oh, there's one. There's a bunch of them. There's two right
Oh yeah, little green strawberries.
There's more here.
This grass, you guys, it's like knee-high in spots. Oh, my poor husband.
No red ones, but the green. Just a couple more days.
So much grass. Matt was honestly worried he might have to bush hog our yard. So this rose bush that looks like it is not doing real hot. This was, believe it or not, this was a Mother's Day gift from my mom. I think the first year I had Isabel, my first Mother's Day. And we split it in half and we're trying to keep it alive. Mom's isn't doing real well either. We'll just have to see what happens. Whew. You guys, it's hot. So I'm making sure there's plenty of water in our water filter today. And I'm probably gonna make some homemade lemonade. Maybe even some mint tea with all that mint we have growing.
Look at me.
Be good stuff.
You're making homemade lemonade?
Getting ready to.
This?
Air conditioning wise, all we have are window units. We have one in the dining room, so one on the first level. And we haven't even put the kids in yet. They each have one for their rooms, but we need to get them put in because it is 84 degrees out there. And we're a little miserable. At least I'm a little miserable. Are you a little miserable? You are, Sue? Yeah. Miserable.
Yeah, measuring cup.
All right. First, we have to make some simple syrup. When you make a simple syrup, it's pretty well 1 part sugar and 1 part water. So, depending on how much lemonade you're making, which I'm going to make about 2 batches, so I'm going to make plenty of simple syrup. So 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of water, and we use filtered water. We'll pass on the chemicals. Thank you. So it looks kind of thick, but it'll cook down. So simple syrup is also the key to good margaritas. Ask me how I know that. So into my jar I'm putting 2 cups of lemon juice. No fresh lemons today. Which is pretty well what I had. So that's got to go on my list. So the lemon juice and the simple syrup, which is still getting ready, but I'm going to go ahead and put the water in. So for each cup of lemon juice, you use 3 to 4 cups of water, filtered preferably. So there's the start to our lemonade. We're just waiting on the syrup. One of the keys when you're a busy farm mom is keeping lists. So I haven't actually planned the menu for tonight, but I'm thinking I'm going to grill some steaks. Yes, I do all the grilling here. But I plan my menus, and then whatever I don't have, I put on my grocery list. So this is my ongoing home store and farm store list. If we need feed or anything, it goes here. Everything else is going to be groceries. So anytime we run out of something, it gets added to the list so that I can snap a quick picture of that with my phone before I go to the store. When you're a busy mom, You have to do things so that you don't forget. I used to remember everything really, really well. And if I had an appointment, I never forgot, I never missed things. Now if I don't write things down, I forget. Now I attribute that to a few different things. Mom brain, getting older, I'm not that old, but getting older, and our car accident. Matt and I both had severe head injuries in our car accident. And I think that ever since then, my memory's not been quite right. So I think that definitely affected my memory. So our simple syrup is just starting to simmer, which means it's enough for all that sugar to melt. And it looks kind of brown because I use organic cane sugar, which has a brown tint to it. If you use white sugar, this will come out clear. It will not have a tint to it. In the summertime, which it's getting warm enough to do now, I actually will pre-make simple syrup and keep it in a jar, in a mason jar in the refrigerator for making whatever it is that we are wanting. Even if I like make tea and everybody likes it a different sweetness, because I don't drink a whole lot of, I don't use a lot of sugar. Not in my drinks anyway. I'm a little addicted to sugar, I'm going to be quite honest. I really, really would like to try to learn to follow the keto diet, but I haven't gotten there yet. But I did cut out sugar in my coffee and most sugar in any other drinks I drink, which I think was really good for me in the long run. Lemonade has sugar in it, unfortunately. This is the sweetener that I use. It's all natural, gluten-free, non-GMO. But it's safe for diabetics, and it looks like sugar. Says there's no aftertaste, which I don't guess there really is, but it does taste a little different, and my family just doesn't care for it. This is still a little steamy, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it in here. We are really super swamp busy today, so I just don't have time to sit around. That's why I needed to have my simple syrup pre-made. Give it a tiny taste to make sure it's got right. It's good. Just needs to chill. My grandma bought this for me for Christmas. Isn't it the cutest? As I said, I do the grilling, but I forgot to get the meat out. It's already 1 o'clock. But I did find, I thought I'd used it all. This is one package of backstrip from one of the kids' deer last fall. My kids got 4 deer last year, so I'm so glad to have that because that'll be great on the grill tonight. I just harvested a bunch of mint and lemon balm. Yummy. I'm gonna make some tea. Little trick I want to give you, real quick, a tip. When you're having a birthday party, not everybody likes their tea as sweet as some other people, right? So whenever I have a party, I make unsweetened tea and I put it in a big container and then I serve it with simple syrup beside it so everybody can sweeten it how they choose. I am going to make some of this mint lemon balm tea, and I'm sort of defoliating the stems, and I'm tearing the leaves up and kind of squishing them a little bit because it helps release the essence in the leaf. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this jar and fill it with filtered water, and then put it out in the sun to brew.
All right, guys, I'm getting ready to go mow on the tractor. But I thought you might like to see the missus mowing on the 0 turn. She doesn't have very much experience on it, but she's learning. There she comes.
You may decide you don't want me to mow grass anymore because I like the flowers. Can you tell? I decided to go around the flowers. Sorry.
Well, I
the
thought
daisies are blooming. And the yarrow.
I don't know if it'll show up on here.
Yeah, you can't hardly see them, but when you're right there on them, it's like, oh, there's daisies. Oh, there's yarrow. I don't see too many bees out there. I was worried about that.
She's doing just exactly the opposite of what I asked her to do. To start at the road and work our way this way. What we're going to do is we're going to plant some clover in strips. I'm not sure which variety. It's a white clover. Because the bees like that. And then this fall we're going to go in between and where the strips are, and we're going to put crimson clover in, and then we'll be able to alternate back and forth.
You guys, I'm one wiped out mama right now. Mowing grass is tiring. My hands felt like they were like tingly. But I wanted to show you the tea. It's done brewing. You can see that there's some color down there. I'm going to strain this off and pop it in the fridge. There we go. Yummy, yummy. So we just have a bunch of mix of seeds, and there's a little media in here. It was a really cheap mix. I added a few older seeds to it, and I'm just going to scatter them around.